Hello guys, welcome back. In this video we are installing low voltage reset plates. These plates are used to hide wires in the wall and all that good stuff like HDMI's, cables, all that. So step one here is find out where you want to place your recess plate at. I'm using a stud finder to make sure I'm not running into any studs, because that would just, you don't want to put these in and stuff. You can't either way. It's like extremely hard, but it's in the way. You want to make sure wherever you put it at there's no stud nearby or right next to the stud. You know what I mean? Step two here is to trace out your hole. So every recess plate you get, I got mine from Amazon. They're like $5 each. You can get the ones at Home Depot. They're $7 each. Or a couple other from Sanus. They all come with their own plate that you trace out pretty much. And then just put it on the wall, trace it out. What I'm using here is a level. You can use a bigger level. I left mine in the car. I didn't want to go back and get it. But you can use a bigger level just to make sure that you're putting the recess plates like right above from each other. That's pretty much what I'm doing there. Yeah, if you don't have it like right above from each other, once you want to fish the wire in there, it might be a little bit harder because it might be a little bit to the right, or a little bit to the left. I mean, it just made things harder, so having them above each other it was way easier that way. Make sure you take your time doing this too. Make sure you trace it out right, because if you trace it too small, you gotta cut it out bigger. If it's too big, now you gotta figure something out. Definitely don't make it too big. Always use a hacksaw knife. Try not to use one of the drill saws, because you don't know what's behind that wall. When you put the drywall knife in there, you kind of get a feel of what's back there. If you hit something, you can just slow down and try to see what's back there. If you use a hacksaw knife, you might just cut straight to it. If you use the drill hacksaw, you might just cut straight to whatever is back there. So always use just a regular knife. So here, this wall actually don't have any insulation, which is a plus. You can just throw your wire down there and you're good. I'm using the extension cord here because the TV wires aren't long enough. That's another thing too. You want to make sure your wires are long enough to where it reaches the whatever got to reach at the bottom, and also the TV. And this is also a full motion mount, so you want to make sure you have enough movement where you can fully move the TV left and right. And here, this is a fishing wire. Let's say if it was insulation back there, you may need to use the fishing wire. Fish it through there, get it to the bottom hole or the top hole, however you feel comfortable doing it. And then go ahead and fish your wires in there. Next thing you want to do is place the inserts inside. So pretty much, as you saw there, it's a screw that with a clamp at the back. Pretty much when you start screwing it, it'll like tighten up with the drywall. You'll see here, it like pretty much just tightens up. Always remember to put all your wires in before you insert these. I always forget to do that. So make sure before you do that, before you insert your recess plate, make sure all your wires are in there already, or you already fished them all through there. If not, you're gonna have to take that off, run wires again. Right here I'm taking off the plate. Some of them don't come with the plate. They already come like kind of like already like all in one, so you won't have to take the plate off. And I definitely did forget to insert the other wires in here, so you're gonna see at the end of the video it's gonna be more wires. Yeah, but this is a pretty simple, clean way to hide wires in the wall. The other way would be to add a outlet right behind the TV and have everything just plug up there and move everything up. But you know, so I give customers options. Either you can use the plastic coverings, you can use the recess plate, or we can add an outlet. They'll have different prices. And this is the final touch right here. This is everything put together. So you can see here, once they place a nightstand or something there, you won't see any wires.